A year ago, when I got a chance to meet with Eric Martin, he is the CEO of Bombardier, I asked him what is his vision when it comes to Bombardier and aerospace industry as a whole. So he shared an interesting fact with me. He said not only Bombardier, but many of the big aerospace companies are trying to aim for carbon neutrality of their organizations by 2030. So his vision is also about how he can contribute to have the Bombardier as sustainable company. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. So in today's video, we are going to talk about what is sustainability in aerospace industry. We will focus more on aerospace industry, but there will be a outlook of sustainability as a whole. So this video is all going to be about what is sustainability, what are all the matrices and organizations involved, and all about interesting fact. So let's go. So let's talk about the facts why each and everyone nowadays is talking about sustainability. The reason is on 17th November 2023, it was the first time ever that global temperature increased by 2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels. From a closer lens, it doesn't even seem much bigger. It's just 2 degrees. Over a bigger picture, 2 degrees Celsius is a lot. So that is the reason most of the organizations are committing and aiming to improve their carbon footprint on the earth. Initially, I had this pre-assumption that sustainability just means how organizations can have a lesser impact on environment. But when I dig deeper, I researched more, I came to know it's not only about environment, it's about overall organization's performance and health. It includes not only environment but also the holistic wellness of its workers, about the aerospace safety as the whole, and plus it also includes what are its sustainable operations, whatever the operations the organization is conducting, whether those are sustainable or not, and what are the various operations and innovations which company is doing towards having a greener future. So that was the backstory of sustainability. Why and what is the sustainable business? Now let's talk about sustainable specifically in aerospace industry. If you will see stats, fashion industry and transport industry, these are one of the biggest contributors to pollution to the world. When it comes to the organizations which are leading in the sustainability in aerospace, that is IATA. So IATA stands for International Air Transport Organization, and this is the organization which aims at having a carbon neutral organization and aerospace industry by 2050. So one of the initiatives by IATA, that is Fly Net Zero. That is the commitment of the airlines to achieve net zero carbon by 2050. How airlines plan to achieve net zero carbon by 2050? So they are planning to do that by following three methods. First one is SAF, that stands for Sustainable Aviation Fuel. So by now, more than 450,000 flights are using sustainable aviation fuel, which has lower carbon dioxide emission and it is more greener than it comes to the conventional fuel that all the industries uses. Second one is by adapting new technologies, electrical and hydrogen based fuels when it comes to aviation operations. The third one is by having a greener infrastructure and having more operational efficiencies. My personal views are it's really very challenging to achieve those goals by 2050, because with the ever increase in the need of air travel and to have the greener operations, it's going to be very challenging for all the airlines to adapt and to achieve this goal. In the same event, I met CEO of Bombardier. I also met with the Chief Engineer Officer of Bombardier, and he was sharing a lot about the aerospace industry. First of all, he was congratulating us all for joining the aerospace industry, because according to him, this is the best time to enter the aerospace industry because there are so many new innovations and technologies which are under the way. And he said only we are going to work on these technologies and have a greener future. He was also sharing in whatever branch we go to of the aerospace industry, try to incline towards more sustainability, because he believes sustainability is the future. As most of the awareness around sustainability is being developed, most of the organizations are trying to be more and more greener and how they can have a lesser impact on the environment. Now let's talk about how organization measures how sustainable they are. So there is a segment which is known as ESG. So these are the set of practices which most of the companies evaluate themselves on when it comes to sustainability beyond their financial statements. So ESG evaluates everything. So how much waste they are generating, how much less impact they are having on the environment, and what are all the greenhouse gases they are generating, and much more. So most of the organizations also commit to the sustainable development goals created by the United Nations. So United Nations have come up with 17 sustainable development goals which all of the companies are committing to. That means that particular organization will follow most of the practices which are already laid in SDG goals. So these are the two major things which most of the organizations follow in order to have the more sustainable company. So this was the whole crux about sustainability. So if you are the major decision making person in your company, just have the conversation about sustainability with the major stakeholders of the company. Because if we have the power of creating a positive and greener future, then why don't we do it? So ending this video on a positive note about sustainability and how we as individuals are shaping the future of the nation by having the more greener future. So that's it for today's video. Hope you have liked this video. So just let me know in the comment section how you have liked the video and what else you have to share with all of us regarding sustainability. So thank you for watching. Bye bye.